Oh, I'm sorry. Did you guys think you were done palooza-ing? Did you think yesterday was the only palooza you would attend? I think not, Jack. What's up? We are here to watch ECW Wrestlepalooza 1998, and as I'm speaking for the first time, I hear an echo and a reverb in here because, as you can tell, I am breaking stuff down in my YouTube studio, and I'm moving on Tuesday morning, so things are a little bit different here. And yeah, I decided once I had the complete everything torn down and I turned on the camera, I'm like, oh my God, that is way too bare. So I hung a couple of belts up and Hitman banner that our buddy Amato gave to me for a little bit of decoration behind me, but I didn't think about the reverb in here because I took everything down. There's a little bit of an echo, so hopefully that's not translating too much on the microphone. Okay, it doesn't sound that bad. It doesn't sound bad for you guys, but it sounds a little bit annoying for me. But anyway, we are here to watch ECW Wrestlepalooza 1998. At first, I was thinking we weren't even going to do a watch-along tonight because I've got so much going on. But I decided, you know what? We have time for one final live stream in this house, and we'll do one tonight. So I had to come up with one yesterday on the fly, and I just kind of thought about, well, what about Wrestlepalooza? Instead of trying to bust out a fall brawl or something like that, let's look at the Wrestlepaloozas. And I think 1998, to me, from ECW, looked to be the best card on paper. So I decided we would do that one tonight. This one, as well, is also available on Peacock, as is everything, with WWE, WCW, and ECW. So it's going to be just like always. You want to head over to ECW. Might take you a minute to find it or to search for it. But once you find the ECW Wrestlepaloozas, just go to ECW Wrestlepalooza 98, which I believe, did they break it down in seasons with this one? No, it's just 98. Just Wrestlepalooza 98 is what you want to find. The runtime, according to Peacock, is 2 hours, 41 minutes, and 30 seconds, so pretty quick pay-per-view tonight. And in just a few minutes, we will all hit play together. That timer right there will begin to run. That way, if you experience any ads or anything like that over on Peacock, you can sync up with us. I've killed the ads on this YouTube video, as always, so no commercials here. And this one should be a real treat. I'm excited. I don't know if I saw this one before. There's a very good chance that I purchased this on pay-per-view, but I don't remember for sure. So maybe some of the things we watched tonight will ring a bell and I'll remember. I'm not really sure. But a little ECW action from 1998. It's going to be great. Hope you guys had a great day of watching football today. I was out running errands, doing stuff, preparing for the move, so I'm completely oblivious to apparently a lot of these last-second finishes and some blocked field goals. And yes, I know, thank you to whoever the fellow was from Baltimore. I lost you. I lost Baltimore. Oh, yeah, there you are. No, that's not you either. MJ Parker, there you are. Good to see you, my friend. Baltimore native, tomorrow night, Ravens and Lions, Monday Night Football. I will try my best to watch that game if I can. Let's do some quick shout-outs now while you guys are getting all set up for your Wrestlepalooza 98, like I said, over on Peacock. Go find that and get ready, and we'll all hit play together here in just a second. Let me say hello to Melissa Hernandez, Tatanani, William Cullen. We got Zane G in the house as well, Colin Wright, and Zach Pauget. Pumped to do an ECW one. I think we've only done 2. And I don't even remember what the other one is, but I think we've done at least one ECW show. We'll try to do more if we can. We Are Pro Wrestling, good to see you as well. We got Ray Frand in the house and also Brandon McNeil, good to see you. We got George Morris chiming in with his token 5. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? How is Tito and Elizabeth? Good luck with the move. I hope it goes well. I saw yesterday's video. What is Elizabeth's new job? She is going to be taking a job with FedEx. She's going corporate, and she had to get out of the casino, and it's just too long. She's been there too long. So she starts in a couple of weeks. That's going to be really fun. And she's got a really good gig there. So we're both really excited for that. And thanks for the well wishes. The move should go fine. Tito is fine. He definitely can tell something's going on. I'm about to change his environment drastically here. So he'll be me and the little guy. We'll drive over to the new place together on Tuesday, and I'll make it all okay for him. So he knows he's in good hands. And he'll have a nice little setup at the new place as well, as will we. And like I said yesterday in the All Out and Wrestlepalooza reviews, I'm going to be taking a week off from YouTube. There is a chance I will be here 1 week from tonight. I don't think I'm going to make a podcast by next Sunday or next Saturday. But 1 week from tonight, I might be able to come up here and do a watch-along. It just depends on if we've got the place ready here, cleaned up to turn back over to the landlord or not. We have a lot of work to do over here once we move out. So if I have time, we'll come up here 1 week from tonight, but that will probably be the earliest you see me. And then if not, I will try to be up maybe by a week from tomorrow, Monday night, for a Raw review in the new place. So next Sunday or next Monday is the most likely time you will see me next, unless we are really ahead of the game here and I can get up earlier, but I got to put together the new YouTube area. We got to clean up here. I also have to go to work. We got a lot going on, so I might have to take a week off, so just keep that in mind. Spartan Sprinkles, good to see you. Mike Rouse is here. So is Ronnie. Good to see you, my friend. Jacob, Zombie Fighters in the house. Daniel Barry Sports as well. MJ Parker, good to see you. Ben Espinoza, you've got this event on DVD with the actual themes. I didn't think about that. We're going to have some serious network edits here, aren't we? But that kind of goes with the territory with the Peacock. David Brown, also good to see you. The Juliet is here. Everybody's here. Right on. And Brandon McNeil is passing out 5 channel memberships here. Thank you so much for that, Brandon McNeil. We've got Robert Jimenez, Gentleman RC, Kevin Plays, Ahmed, and Niner Boy. All Niner Boy, I love that. Niner Boy, all of y'all have received channel memberships. Welcome to the family. And I do have stuff coming to Patreon and all that. I'm just real busy, so just hang tight, and I'll get some updates for you soon. The Juliet is here. So is Mike's Games. Domo97, Max Pokebra, and anybody else chiming in. Hello, good to see you. Thank you. Welcome to the watch along, and we should probably get going on that, don't you think? All right, well, my fingers are ready. I got no 805s tonight, so I got a nice trusty Stella. I always like these, opened up for Wrestlepalooza. I'm not going to bash this over my head like Sandman, because that would be a concussion. So you're going to get G-rated. No blood, no concussion, Greg, tonight for ECW. All right, well, let me get my fingers ready here on the play button and timer. All right, I'm queued up over here. All right, we're going to go 3, 2, 1, play, okay? Here we go. I'm ready if you guys are. Yes, here we are. Okay, 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. I feel like I'm a second off, but that's okay. Now we're pretty cool. I'm like half second off. So this one is in Marietta, Georgia. And I'm pretty sure Wrestlepalooza 1997 was only the second pay-per-view. I think Barely Legal was the first, and Wrestlepalooza 97 was the second. Joey Styles with the wrestle. Oh, we get the awesome theme here, which I love. I do love this ECW theme. It's one of my favorite wrestling themes. It's right up there with the NWO. This is such a badass rockin' theme. I forget the Harry slash, something slash Harry slash. That's who does it. But it's so perfect. It's so badass. Like, if I was a wrestler, I'd want to come out to the ECW theme. These were the days. Wrestling just started to... Finally, somebody realized that said, hey, there's no rule that says we can't get absolutely nuts in pro wrestling, and ECW was really the first to do it. Francine. Everybody loved Francine. I was partial to Beulah. I liked Beulah better than Francine and Dawn Marie. I probably ranked them Beulah, Dawn Marie, and then Francine. It's extreme, guys. Extreme Wrestlepalooza. Wrestlepalooza will probably resemble more of All Out than it did Wrestlepalooza last night. What an ass Brock Lesnar and John Cena match. My God. Now, I feel like this is definitely a network edit for the Full-Blooded Italians. Interesting hard cam angle here. They're up a little higher. So this is fucking Little Guido, Tracy Smothers, and Tommy Rich, I believe, right? Look at the ceiling on this place. Well, this might actually be the real music. I don't know. I don't recall what they used in 98 for the Full-Blooded Italians. I'm surprised that Full-Blooded Italians were already around. I thought they were more like 99, 2000 for the FBI. Okay, so we're not BWO anymore. This is definitely a network edit here, this music, whatever this is. The Blue Meanie, and this is Nova. Simon Dean. Jerry Lynn was JL. Who was Nova anything else other than Nova here and then Simon Dean? I mean, this almost sounds like it's real music in the arena, but I can't tell. That's what they're doing. They're raising the roof, huh? Yep. Gotta raise that roof. Not the greatest audio here. Not the greatest production here for ECW. I know a lot of Italian people. I've never seen any of them do that. And nobody ever said, "Shut up or you face." They do say "meet the ball," but none of them have ever said, "Shut up or you face." Tracy Smothers, full-blooded. Now, has, what's his name? Sally Graziano, has he come in yet to be a part of this? Wasn't he in the Full-Blooded Italians too? Yeah, the red and black shirt on the ref looks like a bowling shirt. Looks like he's ready to roll a nice, looks like he rolls a 220 average right there, that referee. Fucking Georgia. This looks like it's one of their, like, National Guard armories or something. Ban the leg drop sign. I love it. Yeah, the leg drop was still going strong over there in WCW. Let's see. This was May of 1998, so WWE had just won their first ratings battle not too long ago against WCW, and we're starting to regularly beat them in the ratings. Stone Cold Steve Austin was champion, at least for a little while. He was about to drop it to Kane for a day, but then he'd be champion basically into SummerSlam, Highway to Hell. So that was going on. That's what was going on in WWE land. And in WCW, they were doing, this is around the time that Rodman and Malone had come in. Where's my pizza? Where's my pizza? You Georgians don't know any good pizza. Look at the size of that dude in the front row. I thought that was John Tenta. That's how he debuted. Just debuted in the crowd sitting there in WWE. Oh my God, there's a little mini straw hat guy. Like the straw hat guy from the ECW shows. Look, there's a little kid version of him. I like that. You didn't get too much cosplaying back in the 90s. Every now and then you go to a wrestling show. Most people it was all about bringing signs. But now people like dress up. I see that a lot more now than I ever did back in the 90s. You'd occasionally get one or two people dressing up. And people definitely did, but not like now. Yeah, Ray Fran is a little mini straw hat guy. And his friend, straw hat guy number 2. Be a great tag team. Straw hat guy 1, straw hat guy 2. Tag meanie. Colin, I missed your super hat. Well, I can't see you. If you're wearing a really awesome hat, how am I supposed to know that when I can't see your fucking face, Colin? So you got a super hat on. Who cares? What good does that do me? Tweet me a picture of you wearing your super hat. Then maybe you'll get a response. Oh, super chat. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. Thanks for that, bro. Love this ECW theme, but Thunder Kiss 65 has a special place in my heart. Yeah, I know. But I'm partial to this one. Oh, God, what's happening, guys, with Meanie? That was too much gyrating for my liking. Oh, the referee's going to dance. No, I actually did not know Beulah was from Michigan. Or I may have known that and forgot. But yeah, that makes me like her even more. Plus, I thought she was the prettiest. Oh, Guido drop-kicked his own man. I always really liked the ECW rings, like the rings themselves. They were very, very loud. You know, bumps were loud. WCW's just like that, too. Okay, the referee just... I've never in my life seen a referee body slam someone. Just a straight wrestling body slam. I suppose that's legal in ECW. Crowd's loving it. This literally looks like it's a high school, like gymnasium. I gotta look up the attendance here and the name of this building. In Marietta, Georgia. $3,400, $2,900 paid. Cobb County Civic Center in Marietta, Georgia. If you ever take a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia. I mean, for all of ECW's money problems, they still had enough money to buy new ring aprons for their pay-per-views. That's a sweet Wrestlepalooza apron. I wonder where it is right now. Like, if it's still alive and it's never been thrown away, is that something that would be in the WWE warehouse, or is that something that would just be in Paul Heyman's garage somewhere? Oh, nice. Smothers was good. Smothers is underrated. He was a solid hand. I'd put him like a step or two behind like a Barry Windham or something. I might relate him a little bit more to Bobby Eaton than Barry Windham, but I always loved Smothers. And in WWE, he was called Billy Joe Raybob. Side Italian leg sweeps. I love it. The Paisan elbows. You know, WWE announced that they're going to hold a PLE in Italy next year. I mean, if Pastamania is not trademarked, I'd use that.
First into the turnbuckle goes Supernova. The fans rallying behind Supernova. Blocks the punch.
Supernova coming back.
To the throat and a side kick. With a quick tag to Little Guido, FBI former ECW World Tag.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Giants and Chiefs, right? I don't have that game on. I should turn it on.
And the Big Don on the outside. Guido climbing the turnbuckles. Takes too much time and gets caught.
Oof.
There's no screen machine.
I love that it's, well, actually, okay, so this is May. I can see some daylight there. So if this started at 7 p.m., it probably started at 7 East Coast time. So it's still a little bit light out as you're getting into late spring or early summer of 98. It was definitely already getting hot down there in Georgia, that's for sure. Well, maybe it's only May 3rd, so maybe not. Early spring.
He runs over Guido. Smothers. Clothesline to the outside. Supernova with the pescado.
Uh-oh, here we go. The blue guy's going to do a big blue moonsault.
Swats the Big Don who tried to break it up. Will we see the meanie salt?
Oh, meanie salt misses.
The Big Don is striking the blue meanie. He missed the meanie salt. The Big Don may have cost the blue meanie and Supernova.
Oh, we got a flag flying in the ring.
The Big Don
The red,
always
the
makes
white,
it to ringside. He throws
and the
it
green.
like Italian flag. Guido's gonna wind up.
Missed.
His meanie. Oh, he caught him that time.
Yeah, are Mexico and Italy and Italy's flags the same, actually, now that I think about it? Are they the same? There we go. I love ECW would always have super fast 3 counts for their finishes. Especially with that specific ref. I don't know his name. So I wonder how, like, a year earlier they were the BWO, but I got, Stevie Richards was in WCW by this point, so was Raven. So did the BWO just disband? They should have broken up the BWO into BWO blue and white and BWO like green and white, just to be funny. And Blue Meanie, years later, he would go on to get himself in tremendous shape. Like, he's a little roly-poly here, but he really lost a lot of weight over the years. Married a porn star, and every time I bring that up, I forget her name, but somebody. Oh, I forgot about her. Who is that? That's not Chastity. What's the girl there with Credible? I forgot who she is. Is it Chastity? And there's Mikey Shipbrick, who would also wind up going to WCW. No, that blonde girl in the entrance there, not Nicole Bass. This is the different one. The one they just showed. She had blonde hair. Oh, well, okay. Jasmine St. Clair. Okay, Jasmine St. Clair is the wife of, or was the wife of Blue Meanie. Okay, so that's the name I couldn't remember. But then there was a girl coming out with Credible there in the entranceway, blonde hair, and I forget her name. And there, that big one, that's Nicole Bass. Mikey Whipwreck gave a Stone Cold Stunner. They were probably playing up that a lot, I would assume, in ECW at the time. I don't remember, but I would assume that they probably mentioned every chance they got that Mikey Whipwreck beat Stone Cold Steve Austin, because he did. Mikey Whipwreck owns a victory over Steve Austin when he briefly came in to ECW. He still had the long hair. And he took that loss to Mikey Shitbrick. This girl. This is who I'm talking about. Who's she? It is Chastity. Okay, I was right. Chastity. Chastity. See, I was right all along about Chastity. I should just trust myself. Very weird audio. I can't tell if part of it is because of the network edits or it's just how it sounded. Just Incredible is falling on some hard times. He was scamming some fans. He was no-showing. Seems like he's still just mixed up in the drugs and alcohol. Can't shake it. Wasn't smart with his money. And now is in a stage of his life where he can't make any.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the ring at this time, I would like to introduce Chastity and Jason, the sexiest.
Okay, I forgot what the dude's name was. Jason. Okay. Just Jason, one name? Or one, yeah, just a first name?
From Ozone, New York, weighing in tonight at 221 pounds, Justin Incredible!
Just Incredible. Kind of, he was to the Clique what Brian Pillman was to the Hart Foundation, you know, just kind of like a satellite member. He was friends with all of them. Technically, he is one of the fingers, I think, right? I think the three middles are Hall, Nash, Shawn, and the two outsides here are Triple H and oh no, Triple H and X-Pac. Okay, so yeah, there's not a fifth finger. So Justin ain't got no finger.
There are fits between the eyes.
Jesus Christ, there's like an old lady there. That's how I got hurt. I got hurt on a bump like that. With the guardrail smacking me in my elbow.
Mikey all over Justin Incredible.
Fucking Dwayne Johnson, man. Whatever happened to him? Oh my God. Gee, are you kidding me? That is a lawsuit. He just landed on that child. The kid seems fine with it. Holy crap.
Justin Incredible being pummeled by
Look at this security guard back there. Oh my God. I don't think ECW had the ability for the split screen replays in '98, but I'd love to see the way Incredible landed on that kid again. Oh my God.
Incredible smashes into the steel guardrail. Justin Incredible is trying to snap the leg of Mikey Whipwreck.
Damn, man, that is rough.
As expected, the fans
It does. It probably builds character. This is 25 years ago or whatever it was. You know, this is 27 years ago. So that kid now is probably 40 or older, and he's probably a fucking stud, probably a Navy SEAL, right? Dates a model,
in the hell does he think?
and it was all because of this experience.
Leg sweep instead.
No, I'm kidding. He's probably a crackhead who's in jail, but still, at least if he's in jail, he has a lot of character.
Incredible trying to shake it off. I was saying Mikey would love to end the matchup with his whippersnapper, variation of the Stone Cold Stunner. Steve
Oh yeah, whippersnapper. That's what he called the Stone Cold Stunner.
Whipwreck, who was the World Heavyweight Champion, Mikey pinned Steve Austin in the middle of the ring.
You hope, Michael Kumo, you hope the security guards got paid well at ECW shows? Well, it's nice to hope. Because that's going to be all you got. I mean, Paul Heyman's got no money. He can't pay his own fucking wrestlers. You think he's going to be hooking up the security guards? And plus, they probably don't even get paid by him. They get paid by the building, which most of those buildings are small. So I doubt the money's very good. I'd say all them security guards probably got $50 a pop. Not $50 an hour, $50 for the whole night. In 98, they probably made $10 an hour for about 5 hours. $50 is what those security guards got. I seriously doubt it's any more than that. I mean, at least in a building like the Murrieta Armory or whatever it is. I'm sure the pay is a little better in bigger arenas where you have bigger responsibilities. But the Cobb County Civic Center, I'm not so sure. I think we're talking a little bit more than minimum wage and maybe some free food. Oh, Lord. In 98, I had a salary job, and it was only in the 30,000s. I forgot what it was. My paychecks were so slim. But back then, it was enough to live on. My rent was $200, you know, but I think I made $32,000, something like that in 1998, $33,000 in 98, something like that. Fuck, now that's 2 months of rent. I don't know what they're chanting. Not asshole. Something derogatory, I would imagine. Look at it. Good old backslide. You got to love a backslide. You can never go wrong with a backslide. Ooh, good low blow. Ooh. Whippersnapper counter into a reverse DDT. Nobody tried that shit on Austin. I don't know why. Just Smitty. Who's the blonde at ringside? You should have been here 10 minutes ago. The blonde at ringside is Chastity. Oh, just an asshole? Oh, just an asshole. Oh, okay, I get it. Nice backward. There is absolutely no padding whatsoever on the outside of the ring. It's just the brown wood with the tape over it. They got a custom ring apron, but they couldn't put $800 worth of mats around the ring. Blow goats. Nice sign. It's right up there with last night's counter program D's Nuts. These fans in Georgia chanting ECW. Oh, my God. Now they're throwing... Oh, my God. The fans are just in constant danger. A fan just got hit in the face with a chair, and they seem to really enjoy it. Super... Oh, God. This is going to be bad. Oh, God. Damn. Ugh. That was rough. They struggled to get that superplex off the barricade off, and then finally they just muscled them. He just muscled them up, and it was... That is just rough. Jason, what are you going to do? Daniel, things aren't so bad. Yeah, Iowa's got good cost of living. That's one of those states. Maybe one day I'm going to have to retreat to a place like that. Even back where I used to live in North Carolina, things aren't that bad. Where I used to live near the beach is getting high, but, you know, it's still affordable in a large portion of the state. That's why if I ever, I mean, thanks to you guys, I'm still here in California because, or not thanks to you guys, thanks to you, thanks to my success level, I'm still here in California. But if I would have blown up on YouTube and had a million subscribers or something and I was able to do this full time, I would probably have to leave San Diego because it wouldn't make any sense to live expensive if you can literally live anywhere. You know, like I can work right here in this room. So, you know, I still want to live in a nice place, but, you know, maybe not something as expensive as this, which is the most expensive place in the whole damn country. But luckily I never blew up that big. So I get to stay here and enjoy my second job. I'm curious if the two boys... Oh, nice Rana. I'm curious if the two boys in the straw hat in the crowd, like what they're doing today, and if they're still wrestling fans, because... That was a weird near fall there. Because if you're at that age, like they're kids, right? So at that age, if you're a big enough fan to know who Straw Hat Guy is, and then dress like him, you probably follow the business pretty closely. So, you know, they might still be fans today. They probably have a YouTube channel. Probably bigger than me. Whippersnapper to Jason. Up, here's Chastity. Oh, down goes Chastity. Give her one, too. Oh, top rope whippersnapper to Chastity. I love how this referee looks exactly like the last referee. Look at that chair that's still set up in the corner there. Are they going to use that? Oh, pile driver. Nope. Oh. That's it. Tombstone on the chair. That does it. No kidding. Justin was Batista's debut opponent. I didn't know that. Look at that guy, the Hat Man Youth. The Straw Hat guys have a sign, Hat Man Youth. Can we look them up? Anybody want to look up Hat Man Youth and find out if those guys are around still? And if they are, and they have a social media presence, say Good Mike Work says what's up. Love the outfits. But if you come across their profile and it's nothing but like MAGA shit, then don't tell them anything. See, this is what, yeah, they're showing this replay here. See how they struggled to get up on this superplex? And then he just kind of like, oh, he's finally like, just do it, do it. And they just kind of muscled him down. And they both landed bad. Nobody benefited from a match, from a bump like that. That's Axel Rotten. Or is that Ian Rotten? That's Axel. Oh, yeah, that's Balls. I didn't see Balls back there. It's Axel and Balls. Both dead. Now, one thing we're definitely not going to get is AC/DC Big Balls. If they come out there, we're not going to get that. These were the days. It was so cool to be like, to like watch ECW back in these days. Just based on like the landscape of what wrestling was and what it was in the process of becoming, you know. And I was 21, you know. I was like the perfect age for this shit. I've said it a million times. I was the absolute best age for a wrestling fan. No age is better than mine. Kid during the Rock and Wrestling. early teen during New Generation, late teen, early 20s during Attitude Era and all the hardcore stuff. And then when I matured and became like an adult, wrestling kind of became family friendly, and I didn't really care about it being edgy anymore. Like, it was just perfect. Like, I was perfect for every era, you know? Candido. I love these belts too, because there's the basically like the Intercontinental title. That one. That design. No, this is definitely a network edit dub, because Candido used music, and I can't remember who he used. But it was a mainstream band song, and I can't remember. Oh, who did Candido use? You guys will tell me, but I want to see if I can remember it. No, it wasn't Alice in Chains. I think Dreamer used that. I forgot who Candido used.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing at this time,
Oh, he used Back in Black? Ray? That's what it was?
weight of 472 pounds,
I thought it was something else, but that might be right. I don't know why I was thinking it was something else, but
World
maybe it was Back in Black.
Team Champions, Lance Storm.
Yeah, the tag team titles. Look, the tag team titles are the Intercontinental title in WWE. Same belt design. I remember at the time not understanding how that worked and why it was like that. But then I realized it's not that the companies make the belts, it's that there's like usually a belt dudes that make belts for a lot of companies. And is that one of the Dan belts? That one?
Candido and his partner, Lance Storm.
I wish they weren't at odds, because I actually really like this tag team. Two of the best pieces of talent that ECW had. Candido, he came back for one match in WWE. I think it was in '97 when they were doing that brief ECW WWE like invasion thing. Rob Van Dam had a match on Raw against Jeff Hardy, remember? And I think Candido had a match. He came back as Chris Candido, and Heyman referenced that he used to be there as Skip, and he left because it sucked. And so he did come in and wrestle one match as Candido in WWE, if memory serves. And during that time, Shawn might have been gone. I always wondered, like, if Candido would have ever gotten his hands on Shawn. I think he would have whooped his ass. Well, yeah, this is definitely a big balls knockoff here. Can they coexist, man? Can they coexist? Is as old as time. I remember the day watching TV, the day Paul Orndorff turned heel. Him and Hogan were having a lot of problems. And then they had to go out there and coexist. And then sure enough, Orndorff turned.
That's fine. I'm a fighting champion. Well, Atlanta's here with me too. But hold on a second. If you guys want a title match, let's do it properly. I think you want to introduce these guys like proper challengers.
So Candido wants Balls and Axel to get a proper intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing at this time the challengers at a combined weight of over 650 pounds, Balls Mahoney and Axel Rattan.
Guys like Balls and Axel and like Vic Grimes and shit, man, they were just blading machines, man. They just their styles were just blunt force moves with weapons. They could bump a little, but they were just in slop ass shape.
Candido felt that his fiancée, Sunny, from the WWF had a crush on Lance Storm, which may or may not have been true. Turned on his partner, laid him out. They want no part of each other. They don't want to be tag team partners, but because they are the champions, ECW.
Oh, I love it. So they don't have, like, why don't they just forfeit the titles if they don't like each other? It's happened before.
Hammerlock. Arm wringer. Reversal by Axel Rotten into a side headlock.
Yeah, a lot of indie outfits too. You're right. Territorial shows, you'd see promotion posters for like random shows and shit. You'd see all those belt designs everywhere. So
Chris Candido, to no one's surprise, putting on a wrestling.
so far, Straw Hat guys are the star of the show. I was never a fan of that. I've seen a couple of them in the crowd, that Rattlesnake Austin shirt. That was one of my least favorite Austin shirts. I just like the old school Austin 316. I didn't really care for any other Austin shirt.
Candido goes for the bottom rope.
Just that. Just good old plain and simple.
Axel Rotten, to many fans' surprise, also putting on a wrestling display. He's not just a chair-swinging freak. He is perhaps the most underrated wrestler in ECW. Collar and elbow tie-up, Lance Storm. Axel Rotten. Hammerlock. Reversed. Into a side headlock. Armringer now by Axel Rotten.
Tag balls.
There's the tag to balls.
There's the tag to balls. Balls. Balls.
And Storm set for the ride.
Balls wearing, I believe, a Rancid t-shirt. I think.
Standing drop kick, boots in the face of Balls Mahoney.
The contrast in these two teams, you know, you have two legitimate, like, good athletic athletes in Candido and Storm. And then you got these two. This is like Nasty Boys versus the Rockers.
Climbing the turnbuckle. Great double team wrestling. Over the shoulder backbreaker and a forearm. 2 count only. Axel Rotten and Balls Mahoney have come close many, many times, but have never been the ECW World Tag Team Champions. Will tonight be the night? They get the monkey off their back. Big heel kick by Lance Storm. I don't think Storm.
So the whole reason they don't like each other, Style said, is because Candido thinks that he has a crush on Sonny or something.
These two just can't get along. Arm drag by Axel Rotten. Into an armbar.
At this time, Sean is basically retired. This is right after WrestleMania 14, about a month after. So Sean is home permanently,
Set for the ride. Drop to hold by Axel Rotten.
or at least out of the ring until 2002.
Leg drop across the
But he'd make a shitload of appearances in those 4 years. I remember, do you guys remember when he came back? Or if you're old enough, but I do. I remember when he came back in the summer of 98, randomly on Raw. I thought he was back. Like, I thought that meant he was back. He sat in for commentary. He looked to be in great shape. He looked to have a much better attitude. He got in the ring once or twice, like to save China, and they were teasing a bunch of stuff. And I just thought it was a matter of time before a storyline bled into him a little bit, and that would be his return angle. And then it just never came. If anything, he got worse. He got worse mentally. He got worse deeper into the drugs. And for a while there in the year 2000, he wasn't even in good shape. That Iron Man match in 2000 between Triple H and Rock, Sean was in horrible shape. Like he hadn't been in the gym in months and months and months, you know. No definition on his arms, had a beer gut. Like he just looked terrible.
misses. Balls to the outside. Candido with the Pescado gets caught. And dropped from first across the steel.
Nice.
There's a miscue by the champions.
I mean, are we going to change up the tag belts here? I have no earthly idea who wins this. Oh, wow. Axel. Right on the floor. Ray, Sean wasn't commissioner yet. Not in 98. Or not this early, not on May 3rd of 98. He would be commissioner maybe by the end of the year. But this event was on May 3rd. So that was just a month, maybe 6 weeks after WrestleMania 14. Out goes Lance. Look at the size. Actually do. Maybe these security guards do get some money because I've seen 2 of them now and they're huge and they're wearing like blazers with like a yellow shirt underneath. They look like mafia dudes. So maybe these are some like some bougie security guards. Or whoever owns the Cobb County Civic Center is connected. They can just call up their local waste management friend and say, hey, do you got 2 goons you can send me? I'll consider it a personal favor. I've never seen The Godfather. Does he ever say that? Somebody took steroids. I'm guessing. Are they saying Chris? Chris took steroids? Free Ric Flair. I was just about to make a Ric Flair. A Ric Flair comment because he was on the outs with WCW. And there's a lot of talk of him coming to WWE. He wanted out. He would wind up coming back, I think, in September when the 4 Horsemen reunited on Nitro in Greenville. But prior to that, his status was in limbo a little bit. And I was at Unforgiven and in Greensboro. And I remember a lot of people thinking he was there. He was going to show up. And he never did. Urban legend is that he was circling the building, just waiting to get a green light legally to be able to show up there. But it never came. And then he wound up going back to WCW and stayed there till they closed. But I remember at the time as a fan in 98, really hoping Flair would show up in WWE. I just thought that would have been fun. You know, that would have been a great comeback from Vince. Like, Vince should have given himself the nickname Axel. And that way when the fans are chanting, asshole, asshole, he'll be like, you love my nickname. Thank you for chanting my nickname. It would have been a great comeback. Fans would have never been able to chant that again. You would have killed it. Hunan Kanarana. I'm a fan of Hunan Kanrana, and I'm a fan of Hunan chicken. It's one of my favorite Chinese food dishes. Hunan chicken. You know those East Coast Chinese restaurants where every menu looks the same? Those takeout places with the long rectangle white thing? Hunan chicken with like a couple of egg rolls? Oh, my God. We don't have those out here in California, and I really miss those Chinese takeouts that were all the same. Not the same company or anything, just the same kind of food. Set up the menu same way. Go to the counter, there's pictures of the shit over the wall. They cook it right there in front of you. They barely speak any English, but it's good, cheap food. It's delicious. I miss those places. Oh, I thought they were going for a flapjack and they couldn't do it, but it was Axel countering into a double DDT. All right, we got bowling team member number 1 referee in here again. Nice power slam by Balls. I like that Balls still has a singlet on underneath his Raven-esque gear. Who's this? Tammy! Sonny is here. 1998 Sonny was still very much... Oh, uh-oh. White tank top and jeans, 1998 Sonny. Yeah. And that little hat guy has got the sign that says Free Ric Flair. Those guys were like super fans. I'm dying to know where they are. One guy's got a camera. He's probably got pictures of all this shit. I want to track them down. Oh! How can we track down Straw Hat Boys? Oh, and they retained from Wrestlepalooza 98. I didn't think they would survive that. They had all sorts of dissension. And Balls and Axel. Oh, there's Chris and Sonny back together. Even though she'd already hooked up with Shawn Michaels, the British Bulldog, and, oh, now they're fighting. And who else? Who else from 95 to 96 to 97 did Sonny hook up with? I know Davey and Shawn for sure. Daniel Clark, the jealousy she had for Sable. I mean, there was probably some mutual jealousy there, but I don't know why. Sonny was infinitely better than Sable on, like, literally in every category, especially when it came to on-screen presence. Sonny had presence. She was comfortable on the microphone. She was a great character. She showed emotion. Sable sucked. And Sonny was hotter. Sonny had Sable beat on every category. Oh, look at this. Who tweeted me? I forgot. Somebody tweeted me this yesterday that we're going to see the Junkyard Dog on the show, and this is right before he passed away. JYD back in Georgia doing the thing. Look at that. Look at him wearing the ECW shirt. What an appearance by JYD. One of my favorites growing up. He was so over. He was like beefcake, man. He just was fucking over. But the thing about JYD is he was over before WWE, like massively. What is that on his face? Oh, we got Dick Slater out here too? Don't fuck with Dick Slater. Google the Sting story. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell's on JYD's face. All right, so we're doing like a little parade of legends here, or Georgia legends. I thought JYD was mostly like Louisiana before coming to New York, as they say. Who's next? Well, this is fun. Little honoring of some Georgia legends here. Let's have a battle royal with all these guys. Did JYD cut himself shaving? What is happening? Ray, word is Dick Slater beat the shit out of Sting backstage and shoved his head in the toilet. But I wasn't there, so I don't know. Oh, Bob Armstrong. Sweet. Now, we're in 98, so I would dare say that Bob could easily still stretch you. Or fuck you up. Look at him. Oh, he's still... Look how good he's moving. Oh, heck yeah. He's probably the most physically capable of all these guys so far. He's like, hi, don't fuck with me. I may be old, don't fuck with me. Even you, Dick. Even you, Dick. And for you, for sure, Joey Styles. Now, are they going to have some heel come out and take an ass whipping from them? Like, are they have, like, Gertner come out and say his gross shit and then they all kick his ass? Like, it... Oh, no, that's it. Okay, we're done. Good. And the JYD chants continue.
A courageous athlete who's going to wrestle tonight with several injuries.
I'm gonna look up the date on JYD's death because I know it was right after this. I thought it was 99.
After tonight's matchup, a fractured cheekbone and a cracked bone.
Oh my God. He dies less than a month later.
ECW heavyweight champion of the world.
Damn.
The franchise. Shane Douglas.
That's crazy. Yeah, he died June 1st. And this show was on May 3rd. So this was one of his last, definitely his last televised appearance of any kind. I don't think he would make any other sort of TV appearance in the next 4 weeks. So that was it for JYD. That's sad. Oh, yeah, there's We Are Pro Wrestling. You just said that 1 month later, yeah.
And I started when wrestling was still wrestling, and they didn't call it an entertainment. They called it a sport.
Here's Angry Shane. Now, he's injured here.
And I was there when I saw the older generation wrestle with injury after injury. And I've also seen punks in the business today.
I mean, he was already starting to be Triple H before Triple H was... That it'd be another year before Triple H would start transitioning into kind of what Shane Douglas is, you know? The cerebral assassin and Shane had similarities.
I was in a place called the World Wrestling Federation.
Ooh, he's name dropping WWE. Okay. Boo, WWE, boo.
And there was a time when I was supposed to stretch Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah, he's going to stretch him.
He had a little bump on his head, and instead of pushing, walked out to the ring and handed me the belt. And it was at that minute I knew the WWE Intercontinental Belt meant shit in this sport.
You know, I'm not brushed up on my full Masked Superstar history, but I know Demolition Axe, yes, was Masked Superstar, but I don't remember if there was, like, more. So that was Bill Eadie in the ring?
And they got a guy that wrestles in that company by the name of Dick Flair.
Dick Flair.
Bischoff's ass.
Damn, they used to love doing this back in the day, ECW. They would always talk about the two promotions. That's why fans today, I wish they would stop doing that. You know, like, shut the fuck up. It was great. We loved it back then. We love it now. Stop being a snowflake. People use it as an excuse to, like, hate on AEW. I don't like it when they bring up WWE. Shut up. You don't give a shit. You're just pretending.
And I plan on coming out here tonight and giving a wrestling match of a lifetime because it may be a last wrestling match in my career. But one thing you all will witness, 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, you will tell your kids and your grandkids and your great-great-grandkids that you watched a great athlete named the Franchise, and he was the greatest world heavyweight champion of all time, no matter what happened at Wrestlepalooza.
Okay, well, Shane says 30, 40, 50 years from now, we're all going to say that we saw the Franchise wrestle and he was the greatest wrestler of all time. Well, it's already been 27 years, and we're not saying that. So I don't know if we will in another 20 years. Probably not. So Shane got that one wrong. And here comes Taz. But that's okay. I got a whole bunch of matches wrong yesterday in our predictions, so who cares? Sometimes you're wrong. So was this supposed to be Douglas versus Taz?
Hey, this company's trying to pick you as this big hero, this big fighting champion, but you're wrestling hurt. Well, brother, instead of coming out here and whining and crying, why don't you tell these people the truth? Tell them who busted your arm. Tell them who busted up that pretty face of yours. So the way I see it, I am the uncrowned world heavyweight champion. You think you deserve this belt, Ted? Sit down and shut the fuck up.
Ooh, shut the F up, he said. Okay, so this is where the birth of the FTW title came from. He's already got FTW on his wristbands there.
And I'm gonna tell you what, there ain't gonna be no
And Shane will defend later.
versus Shane Douglas. You see, brother, just like that kid in the WWE handed over that belt to you, I ain't going anywhere until you hand that belt over to me.
Wow, they're referencing In Your House, which was nearly 3 years
Your ass, brother, I'll tell you what.
prior to this when Shawn had to give Shane the IC title.
Hand it over. Step your ass out of the way. I got Al Snow to worry about. Get the
Yeah, Al Snow is in the main event here. This will be about a month or so before the legendary all-timer banger Head and Shoulders match between Al Snow and Head and Brian Christopher and the other one. Well, Taz has got the Taz mission on Shane there, and Shane's still got to wrestle later, and apparently he's already hurt, and apparently he's also the greatest of all time. I wasn't aware of that. Shane filled me in on that one. Otherwise, I had no clue. I was like, oh, no kidding. It's you? I had always wondered who it was. Oh, here's Bam Bam. There we go. So you got a Bam Bam and Taz brawl. Candido, I think, is coming. Yeah, everybody was doing good, Ramon, in 98, in the summer of 98. WWE had finally started winning some ratings battles, but WCW was still hot, and ECW still had that cult hardcore following of that specific demographic, and I was one of them. Even though I was a little more tribal back in those days. I didn't really like WCW. They were still doing plenty of things that interested me. You know, I thought WWE was the better product, but there was still plenty of NWO stuff and plenty of matches over there that I was like, that's interesting. I want to see that. And I would frequently buy their pay-per-views for those reasons. Oh, there's Francine. Oh, Shane. Well, yeah, that's how I would cope, and that's a good way to cope. Oh, did he rub his blood all over her pretty white dress? Jesus, Shane.
Douglas came into Wrestlepalooza. Shane Douglas came into Wrestlepalooza with a fractured cheek.
Listen to the crowd just saying, "Show your tits." Just so fucking stupid. Look at Taz just kicking. Look at him. What is he trying to do? These aren't even cops. They're trying to just muscle him into it. Oh no, that is cops. Okay. I was like, this is totally like abduction. Oh my God, Taz. They just ruined that car. And they're like, go. That's very unsafe. You have a very unruly perp in the back there. Situations like that call for backup. Shane Douglas, where does he rank in ECW? I don't know exactly where he'd rank, but I'd probably have to put him in top 10. Oh, I had both of those shirts right there. I had the SCU and the Other Side Jackass shirt that those guys were wearing. I forgot I had both of those. Poor Shane, he's a mess. Well, if Al Snow wins the title by forfeit. I don't know who Bam Bam's waiting for here. Who does he wrestle? I think I'm about to find out. Oh, it's going to be New Jack. I can tell by this crappy dubbed music. Which in 98, I think he was doing the... I'm pretty sure it was one of the songs off Murder Was the Case. Terrible knockoff. This is so awful. Oh, Bam Bam just putting a stop to that. Are we going to... God, they're going to play it through the whole match too, aren't they? Son of a bitch. Into Ghetto. Yeah. That's what it's called. I had, I've mentioned this before, that I had a car back in those days that had like a sound system in it. Like I bought like 2 big subwoofer speakers and built a box for them, put them in the trunk. And that song sounded badass on my system. I had the CD changer with the detachable face, the whole deal. Every stupid thing you do in the 90s, I feel like I did it. I love that this music actually has words to it. Kind of sounds like Kid and Play. Oh, were they saying In the Ghetto in this song? Like, I can kind of hear what they're saying. That's actually kind of funny. Worst music ever. This still, I don't think anything is as bad as the Ravishing Rick Rude dub. Oh my God. Hockey stick to the penis. That's gotta suck. He looks like he's laying on the table. Well, you're just asking for trouble, Bam Bam. I just worry one of these fans are going to get... The fact that we have to hear this song the whole time. That's what it is. Natural Born Killer. This song must be in the ghetto. But that was the song I was trying to think of that they really used during the ECW shows. It was Natural Born Killer. That's what it was. I don't know why I thought that song was on Murder Was the Case, but I know Cube and Dre are on it. Are they all on it? On that track? What album was that on? Because I remember listening to my car. I'm trying to think what CD I would have had in to play that song. Well, it's New Jack's turn now. Oh, no, it's right. It was on. It was originally intended for a different album, and they put it on the soundtrack for the film Murder Was the Case. Yeah. Okay. In the ghetto. So much blood, so much Hep C. You can wash it down with a Pepsi. Jesus. And those chairs are like the ones that don't fold. They're DMV chairs. Just getting hit with DMV chairs. Imagine that. Those plastic ass things. Shout out to payphones. Don't see too many of those laying around no more. Chiefs 6-0 over the Giants, huh? They just missed a field goal. What, the extra point? Or have they already kicked 2 field goals? Oh my God, that kid with the little redhead kid with the camera was a trip. In the ghetto. Oh, well, good. They escorted New Jack up there so he can jump off. That's what I'm assuming he's going to do. Yep. There's a balcony. There's Bigelow. Oh, no. Jesus, New Jack. Look at these fans. Oh, my God. What's going on there? Oh, my God. They're trying to hold one guy back. Jesus. He's way too excited. Oh, my God. This is crazy. So New Jack just jumped off the balcony with a guitar and whacked Bigelow on the head. Couldn't have been good for his knees. We'll grab another cold one. God, they're so bloody. And it's not, I don't think, a Falls Count Anywhere match, right? So. Ugh! Is he going to try to carry him? Yep. Let's get to the finish so we can turn this music off. I never went to an ECW show, and I really wish I would have gotten a chance to do it. Never went. You know, I didn't really love the gray flames on Bam Bam. I just liked him way better with, like, the red. Or the yellow, excuse me. Like when he first debuted in like 88 in WWE. Or 87. I like kind of like the yellow-ish. Then he went to red and blue. I didn't really love that either. I kind of like the yellow. And Bam Bam wins. Thank God. But I liked his... he's always had the exact same gear. Almost with the same exact fire pattern. But they've changed up the colors. And I think my favorite color was the version he used in 87. And 88. But I didn't like the orange when he was like babyface in 95. I didn't really like the dark blue and red when he was like with his main squeeze Luna. I liked the color scheme in like the 87 version. The best. You know, 3,400 people they have in this building here. It's not bad. I mean, it kind of looks small, but I mean, 3,400 is a lot of people. Fucking Dynamite draws that on a normal show, you know? Such horrible network edit music. Just in the world of music rights and licensing and all that crap, it just sucks that you can never get anything in its raw form. That's why I'm glad I was a psycho about recording stuff for so many years. I've got a mountain of archives of shows that I recorded right off TV, including pay-per-views. So I get all that stuff, but whenever you watch something on streaming like this, it's going to have so much stuff cut out of it. And I'm sure whatever song was being played here during the pay-per-view is not this video package here. So there's a lot of footage of Raven here. Is that because he's in WCW, so they love showing footage of him getting his ass kicked? I couldn't stand Joel Gertner. Like, I'm all for edgy stuff and everything, but his gimmick was just so, like, what was the point? Like, let's just say the most crude and most fucked up thing we can possibly say just to pop one specific core demographic of male wrestling fans. Like, who else pops for that? Other than... a single male who's 22, you know? And then he wonders why he's single. I mean, I do love the obnoxiousness of just the man titty, Joel Gertner's man titty, and his disgusting chest hair. The quintessential stud muffin, huh? He just looks like he smells like salami. And then if he put deodorant on, he'd smell like if deodorant was rubbed on salami. Uh-oh, who's coming? I don't know if I can trust this music. Oh, is it Sandman? Oh, yeah. So this must be Metallica if it's Sandman. Is this supposed to be Enter Sandman? So that's who's in the ring there? Sign Guy Dudley, and that's Big Dick, right? There's Beulah. There's the number one for me in ECW. I mean, unless you count Sunny, it's going to have to be Sunny, but I don't know if Sunny counts. She might count. I'm not sure if she counts. If she counts, she's one, but if not, Beulah's one. Dawn Marie's 2, Francine's 3. Check out Unibrow here. The security is just hilarious. Sandman always just seemed like such a fucking crackhead. He seemed like the drunkest dude at the trailer park to me. Like every trailer park in Southeast America, find the drunkest resident in there, and it's him. All the other people, hardworking folk, know to stay away from him. Only go to his house if you have to. Police are often at his house for some reason, that type of thing, you know? None of the neighbors know why. They're always over there. And he's just going to drink alcohol before a performance where other people's bodies are in his hands. Look at Bubba. Oh yeah, he is walking very gingerly, and I wasn't sure why. He even struggled with the beer can. Yeah, how can you not like Beulah, you know? Don't fall over, Beulah. So she's almost done, huh? So Beulah is wrapping up business now. Okay. Yeah, that's sad. Sandman's like, no, I can do one more beer bust on my head. How many Dudley Boys were there? Well, scholars contend there were many different numbers of Dudleys, but I think the most agreed upon number is somewhere around 62, 63 Dudley siblings. And sometimes they turn up. Sometimes you don't even know. Oh, wow. Sometimes you don't even know they exist, and then there they are. With a Pinot Noir. That's what Joey Styles is going to drink. You know what I did last night, guys? I was going to film it, but I was just too busy. I was too in the zone breaking stuff down. I still have, like, bottles of champagne from, like, the Jericho cruise. And when Jericho won the AEW title, I bought one of those Jericho bubblies. But I wasn't never interested in drinking it because I already knew what type of... It wasn't going to be any good champagne. I just wanted it for the souvenir. But the bottles have remained full. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to open them up and dump them out. So I opened them. They stunk. And dumped out 3 bottles of champagne. I kept the Jericho bubbly bottle. I'll keep that for decoration, but I dumped them down the bathroom sink last night. The Sandman. I mean, the Sandman, when did he head to WCW? Because he's about to head over there, too. He's going to go over there as Hack or whatever. I feel like Sandman and Mikey Shitbrick both go in like 98. And we're already here in May. So, yeah, they got to be heading over there pretty soon, I would assume. Big Dick. All right. So it's Dudley's against Sandman and Tommy Dreamer. I like the "We create, you imitate" sign out there. They're always throwing shade at both companies for stealing their ideas in ECW. I think Dreamer's shirt, the back of it says, "Our big boys kick ass," with 3, count them, exclamation points. And I think they're referencing, of course, the big boys in WCW, right? Oh my God, that table is going to kill somebody? What a bump by Bubba. Okay, September 98. That's when Sandman's out. Okay, yeah, so a couple more months. Hardcore howl. Wow, did Sandman just do RVD's move? I'm excited. I think it's Rob Van Dam and Sabu on this one. Neck breaker. I mean, the Dudley Boys have got a match coming up. That match is still on, right? Coming up in TNA next month. Hardys and Dudleys, right? Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Bubba with the cell. So we got an entire guardrail segment in the ring. It's going to fall off of there unless you do a move quickly. Oh, there you go. Oh, my God. I don't know what Ice Ice Rhino means. Oh, that's nice of Tommy. Shielding his bro. Who are these guys in the ring? Cops? Oh, okay. EMTs. Oh, they're neck bracing him up. I love they were taking backdrops and bumps when that's going on. WCW Monday Night Quill, where the big boys play with each other. Oh, I love it. I remember in my tape trading days, one of the coolest things I got was a compilation of everything, every single on-screen segment that Austin had in ECW. I got just a big like compilation tape, like however many hours it was, and it had all of those promos on WCW and all the shit that he was doing in the basement, even when he shaved his head, and that's kind of where Stone Cold was born. He was wearing like that camouflage thing and kind of had the crew cut, and he was just going on and on about everybody in WCW, and that was kind of where it was all born. But I got like just a compilation of all of it, and I was like, fucking sweet. I watched it over and over. Because that was like, back then it was considered like underground shit. Not everybody had access to it. You knew about it, but you didn't have any way to see it or get it because ECW back in those days was running just like the Northeast area on like random local channels in the middle of the night and shit. So it was just hard to, the rest of the country couldn't see it. So tape trading definitely helped. Joel Gertner. I hope the Straw Hat guys got some love from the wrestlers as they came out. I mean, surely they have to be noticed out there. Like in the back, they're going, hey, did you see those Straw Hat guys out there? Oh, man. Oh, Powder. Sign guy powdered his own brother there. Oh, that's good. Yeah, let's put the guardrail back in the ring because that's totally not dangerous. Yeah, your spinal cord will be fine bumping on that thing. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You don't need all your vertebrae. Is that the first ever concerto? Was that the first ever concerto? Was that the first ever concerto? That was awesome. I don't think I've seen that before. Oh, there's Spike. Speak of the devil. Wonder where he was. Oh my God, what a drop kick. He literally did look like he was Oh my God. Oh, that's well. That little splash isn't going to do anything, Spike. He's not strong enough to pick it up and throw it over. Acid drop. Swinging bulldog. That's the acid drop. Bubba's busted open. And he may be busted open more. And there's the acid drop. This match picked up once Spike got out here. Hell yeah, shout out to Gen X. Really is the best generation, but every generation thinks they are the best. So we're kind of just shouting that into the void. I never really fight too hard, and I'll never really die on that hill because, you know, every generation is going to have their reasons to why theirs the best. And theirs is the best, so. There's no point in trying to tell people how awesome we had it. Spike is going to have... Oh, no, he got out of that. I was about to say, I feel like that's going to be one of those power bombs that's going to come down with a lot of force. Oh, Devon is still in the Tuiawo. Got a Tuiawo, baby, chat of the faith. Not where you want to be if you're Dudley. Hanging up unexpectedly. Oh, Jesus. Whenever Spike is in someone's... is picked up over someone's head, I worry. The big dick driver. I love it. The big... Oh, Beulah's in there with them boots. Oh, yeah. Way to go, girl. I always admire the women that can do shit like that wearing those shoes. There's a big 3D. Oh, Sandman's back with a neck brace. The Singapore cane. If that damn kid would have not stolen or did whatever he did in Singapore that got him caned and became worldwide news across the globe, we may have never had one of those things introduced to pro wrestling. Now they're a staple, and I wish if I went my whole life without a kendo stick, I'd be perfectly fine. Double DDT. And 3 count. He got him. Oh, Joey Styles, I don't know how you do that. Now, this is this must be Dreamer's song. I think this is the Alice in Chains knockoff that they're using here for Dreamer. Because he came out to Man in the Box, right? Daniel, Beulah versus Alfonso was years earlier. That was 96 or 5, maybe? Oh, yeah, this one's next. Sabu recently passed away. Sabu. And look at that, the TV title is the Winged Eagle. Isn't that funny? So in my opinion, that's the best looking championship in the company. Basically in the new place. the background behind me is going to be about as far away as like the IC title. So it's going to be pretty close. I'm going to have about 4 feet of space behind me in the wall because I'm in a really tight spot. So the difference between my wall at the end of my desk here and behind me is like 7.5 feet, something like that. So I have a tight little corner to work with, but it's going to look good. I got plans.
This will be a high-flying battle between two of wrestling's most incredible superstars. The suicide, homicide, genocide,
Oh my God! That Rana to Al Snow? Oh my God! Through the table,
Mr. Monday Night, Rob Van Dam.
Mr. Monday Night, who never wrestles on Monday night.
It's a tug of war for the ECW World Television Championship, live on pay-per-view. Everybody tonight, everybody, live on pay-per-view, wants to know who Bill Alfonso's gonna manage. Is Bill Alfonso gonna
I always liked Alfonso too. This is what was great about ECW. They came across like they just let literal crackheads in between Bill Alfonso and the Sandman.
or is Bill Alfonso gonna manage the best?
Like if Bill Alfonso moved into the same trailer park as Sandman, then Sandman would be knocked down to the number 2 most drunkest and scariest tenant. That's the Winged Eagle. It actually looks like it had the WWF logo up top. Did they just take an old wingy and alter it?
And the challenger Sabu. We still don't have the answer to our question. Who will Bill Alfonso manage? We also Jeff Jones is going to referee this match.
Jeff Jones?
Jones, who has been on the take for about 8 months. Jeff Jones, who is in the pocket of Bill Alfonso and everybody else.
Oh, Jeff Jones. Was he the judge? Was he Judge Jeff Jones? Well, I'm glad we get Taz or Sabu's music intact. Yeah, Bill Alfonso was a lot of Mark Briscoe in him, or reverse that. But Alfonso he's got that crackhead look to him. He's got them summer teeth, you know, some are here, some are there. He's nuts. He's out of his mind. He's all twitchy and skinny, you know, like he just comes off like such a crackhead, but he's not. Like I've seen him in like interviews and like he seems like he's got his shit together. So does Sandman, by the way. Oh my God. So we're definitely not getting Rob Van Dam's theme in ECW. Listen to this shit they're playing. Like at least play One of a Kind or something. Like how they do for Jericho. There he is. This fucking music is the worst. So bad. I just love that Heyman just did not give a shit. He just used any music he wanted for anybody. They never got sued ever for any of that? That's so crazy. Yeah, or the Invasion era theme music is fine too. But they could have just used One of a Kind because they used Break the Walls for Jericho and all of his WCW crap.
In the ring at this time, the Mountain Lion. And every second after, in professional wrestling, Mr. Bill El Bando. The challenger from Bombay, India, weighing in at 222 pounds, ladies and gentlemen,
Sabu. I mean, Sabu was great in these days.
Family from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing in at 234 pounds. He is the current ECW World Television Champion, Mr.
And it would be, what, another 3 years before RVD would finally go to the big, one of the big companies. And by then, everybody would be out of business. It would just be WWE.
And Jeff Jones is the referee? Jeff Jones is in the pocket of Bill Alfonso. This whole thing stinks. I don't want to detract from what should be a phenomenal, outstanding matchup by talking about Alfonso or Jeff Jones. For you fans who may have read about Van Dam and Sabu in magazines and newsletters on the internet, but have never seen them actually compete, or are you in for a treat?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that Joey Styles mentioned that because one of my first experiences knowing who Sabu was magazines. And so a lot of times, this is, ECW, even though they are on pay-per-view here and they did have a TV deal in parts of the country, but only a small part, it's still considered somewhat underground. So a lot of times you would just hear about guys. So back in these days, this is only ECW's third or fourth, maybe pay-per-view they've ever done. And some fans buying it, this might be their first ever Sabu match, like legitimately.
Van Dam looks a little upset that his tag team partners won't punch at him. Perhaps they have a gentleman's agreement to have a nice, clean wrestling match. Sabu
That might have been more true for
misses the elbow.
a couple of years earlier, since technically Sabu, was in on Nitro a couple of weeks. But in terms of people like that in ECW, you might hear shit about Taz. Taz would be a good example. Even like the Dudleys.
Waist locked by Sabu, another standing switch.
But by now we're into 98, so things are, fans are growing. But maybe more in like 95, 96, that would have been more true. All right, fans like that exchange. In Georgia.
Two know each other. Tag team partners and friends, we think, competing for the World Television title live on pay-per-view.
Now this run here for Van Dam,
They've showing respect.
this is the long run he's on. He goes on that crazy long TV title run, right? This is part of it. He's cutting a promo in the middle of the match.
Hey, like anybody with half a brain would have done, Sabu and myself put together a plan.
What?
Okay, so what the hell? What? Oh! Oh, God. That was a kick to the face of Van Dam. So Van Dam thought he had a plan to not have to defend the title, but Sabu was like, no.
Slingshot side kick, 2 count. Boot to the chest.
Man, that was a rough kick right to the face.
Drop to it. No. 2 count only. Van Dam rolls to the outside.
Jesus.
Slingshot somersault punch up to the outside.
Yeah, but back in WCW, you know, nobody knew who he was back then. But people would maybe know him from Raw the previous year in '97 when he was there briefly.
Van Dam hits the steel.
Yeah, we're kind of way in '98 here, so I like fans like me, we were way familiar with Sabu by now, but a few years earlier that was not the case. And I remember seeing him for the first time in magazines. That was my first experience, my first introduction to a lot of wrestlers that I would see later. See him in magazines first.
There's a modified camel clutch. Sabu tearing a page out of the book of his uncle, the original Sheik.
I haven't read a magazine in like 25 years. Like I just couldn't imagine like doing that now, but that was like your whole life back then.
Rob Van Dam double crossed by his tag team partner and challenger tonight, Sabu. Reversal on the Irish whip. Sabu lands on his feet. Nice counter to the back body drop. Full head of steam.
Nice.
Van Dam lands on his feet. There's a drop kick to the knee. And Van Dam responds in kind. Corkscrew leg drop. Cover 2.
Nice.
Now it seems Alfonso is rooting for Van Dam.
That whistle. It's worse than Jimmy Hart's megaphone.
Van Dam tying up the legs of Sabu.
Stop blowing your meth breath into that whistle, Alfonso. Oh, wow. Look at that surfboard. Oh. That was, I feel like that hurt Sabu, and he told him to break the hold. That whistle. To shove it up his ass. Oh, tried to decapitate Sabu. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Alfonso looking up. Says he's split right down the middle. I'll buy it.
Oh yeah, Doug Unfunny. I never saw any ECW. I was down living in North Carolina when they started becoming big, and I didn't get any of that. So I always had to tape trade for any of it. Any ECW shows that I wanted, I'd get in videotapes. But by then I was calling hotlines. I was listening to a lot of results. And I know it ran up in, if you lived in the New York area, you could watch ECW. I think it was like 1 in the morning on one of the local stations there and surrounding areas, Philly and all that stuff. But I didn't get it down where I was.
Van Dam twisting away at Sabu's leg. Single leg Boston crab. Van Dam hammering the knee.
I'm kind of hoping Alfonso goes through a table at some point.
Look at the knee of Sabu. Alfonso giving instruction to Van Dam.
Oof, nice kick.
Side kick Dam, a well-rounded athlete. Combines acrobatics,
Oh, fans are standing. They're excited here. Oh, look out.
martial arts,
Oh, Sabu stopped. He's waiting for him to bridge it. There we go.
now bridging the ring and the steel guardrail.
Oh,
Sabu does
off comes the ladder or the table again.
Monday night.
He's telling the fans to push it back. Here, help me. There we go.
Alfonso just helped Sabu bridge the guardrail in the ring with that table? That one connected. Van Dam being laid out on that table.
Damn, and Van Dam's way up there, too, because it's bridged over the... Why doesn't Alfonso help him?
Alfonso not even attempting to help
Yeah.
on the table.
Oh. What the hell happened there? So Van Dam was able to get off of that. He went into the seats, and then Sabu still jumped on the table. It broke, but then he also jumped into Rob Van Dam. Okay. It's one way to do it. Maybe RVD was like, I don't want to take this bump. And he got his ass out of there.
Rob Van Dam over the steel guardrail, followed by Sabu. Sabu thrown back in.
You hear that one guy go in the Van Daminator. Oh, my God.
Sending the turnbuckle kicks. Claw takes a chair right in the face.
I like that there's a guy with a cheese head helmet on before head cheese, but one half of head cheese is in the main event tonight. But head cheese was not yet a thing.
Mr. Monday Night Raw, Van Dam on the outside. Sabu on the attack. Got a fist fight. Move to the midsection.
Watch out, fans. You guys know what happened a couple times earlier tonight. God, they got some gnarly chairs out there, too. He's going to hold it up.
Van Dam wanted Alfonso to hold the chair in place, and Alfonso wouldn't do it. He couldn't do it to Sabu. I'm gonna be a winner any way you look at it.
He's basically just admitting he's going with the winner. I love it.
Maybe
I'm going to be a winner any way you look at it. I guess he's not as dumb as he looks. Jesus.
Dam just muscling Sabu up, drops and rings first across the steel. Awesome display of balance. Another guillotine leg drop across the back of the neck of Sabu.
Oh, thanks. 9-6. Chiefs up at the half over the Giants, right? I forgot to turn the TV on, which is fine. I have to take that down. I got to take it off the wall by no later than tomorrow. So,
Van Dam cinching up Sabu.
and then we must remount in the new place. One over the fireplace, one in our room.
Across the steel. So fist to the chin.
Oh, moonsault into the guardrail, into RVD. Looked about as good as you could want it to.
Sabu and Van Dam are down. Sabu and executing that outside moonsault. Seemed to land 12 times on the steel. Alfonso's the winner.
Keep your mouth shut, buddy. I'll kick your butt myself. Alfonso is great. He's tremendous. You're a winner. I'm a winner. And somebody in the crowd goes, no, you're not. I love that.
That may be all for Sabu. And trying to finish off the champion and his tag team partner, Mr. Monday Night Raw, Van Dam.
I'm going to try to sync up better here. Bear with me. There we go. Much better. I think I was like 2 seconds off. Of the master timer over here. Now, is RVD or Sabu like obligated to keep Alfonso on? If he's screaming at both of them during the match, I'm just going with the winner. I'm just going with the winner. If you win, you're probably like, fuck you, dude. Why would I stay with you now? That is true. You got this whistle. This is a long-ass match, too. And you got Alfonso out there with his whistle during an NFL game. With whistles all over the place. Oh, that was good. That was actually good. I mean, in WWE, for a brief period there in 91, the coach, John Tolis, had that whistle. He managed Mr. Perfect, remember? And he was always with that whistle. But Alfonso was way more obnoxious and memorable.
Again, we have got the champion and the challenger laid out on the floor.
Jimmy Hart's megaphone wasn't that annoying for television, but it was probably annoying for the wrestlers in the ring. Imagine being told, we're going to put you with Jimmy Hart. Oh, fuck. That means I gotta have that thing going off when I'm wrestling.
Van Dam now setting up that table. Van Dam wants help from Alfonso again. He's not going to get it.
Are we sure that's 3,400? I guess it is. Looks smaller than that. Looks like more like 2,000.
Van Dam's going to suplex Sabu to the table at ringside.
Oh, my God.
No, Sabu blocks it. Van Dam hung out to dry.
Oh, my God. That's sad. Sabu has that one, and then RVD has the split-legged moonsault in the corner. They're both awesome. I think Jeff Hardy does something. Doesn't Jeff Hardy do something similar to what Sabu just did there? I feel like he's got a similar move. Oh.
Here between the eyes. These two are friends.
These two are friends? Oh, here we go. RVD, you're going to take this table bump if it's the last thing you do. Oh, God, this is going to be bad. No. Oh. Boo. I'm with the fans on that one. I actually thought... I should be happy that no one was killed, but... There's a similar move. Is it RVD and who else? Where he hits that DDT, and it's horrific. One of the worst bumps ever. Fans were not happy about that weak-ass bump. That's the problem with this type of style back in those days. Is like you have to give so much. If the fans aren't absolutely blown away, then they're not happy, you know. That's career-shortening shit.
If he can take out one of Sabu's needs, he is essentially taking out 90% of Sabu's offense.
Oh. Just face, chair to the face. You're not going to be able to set that up, Sabu.
Van Dam is out. This
Oh. Nice Hurricane Rana right on the table. The fans are like, okay, that's better. A little better. Oh, okay. So it's not until 06. Yeah. I was like, I know there's one really bad one, and that must be the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, Sabu did have a lot of botches in his stuff. Because he was always just doing crazy shit, so...
Sabu can't even get up. Very slow getting up on the outside. Now he's got a brawl on the outside again.
Over here. Throw him over here. Way too much talking between these two. Oh, God, this just looks terrible. Everything they're doing looks like ass.
Sabu was able to spread his legs and negate the leverage of Van Dam. Here in the face of Sabu. Van Dam up top in one motion.
Oh, wow. This is going to be... God, he almost fell out the top rope, too.
This is just brutal.
My favorite was those Jerry Lynn matches with Rob Van Dam, maybe like a year later, right?
Van Dam is down on the floor.
I think I like those the best. Those were so crazy good.
Joe's telling Van Dam to finish off Sabu. Talk about riding the fence. Sabu rips first into the steel.
Boom.
Spinning kick.
I feel like the fans are a little disappointed in this one between these two. Too many missed spots and botches.
Now on the steel guardrail.
Oh! Oh my God. Is that how you want to be landing?
Van Dam still throwing punches from that position. Sabu is dead.
RVD's doing the splits there. Just took a chair to the face. And now just Hurricane Rana him onto the floor. Hunan Khan Rana.
Can Sabu now finish off Mr. Monday Night Raw Van Dam and leave Wrestlepalooza 98 as the ECW World Television Champion?
Better get back in the ring, RVD. Nope, not before he gets another chair.
The steel chair. There's the Van Daminator.
Van Daminator.
That may be all. Van Dam drags Sabu to the middle of the ring. Cover two. No! Sabu kicks out of the Van Daminator. 2.5. Van Dam up to the top turnbuckle in one motion again.
Wow. Twisting Froggy. Sabu's surviving here. Oof.
Van Dam really rocked now. drop kicking the knee of Van Dam.
Where's he going? Oh, moonsault. Oh, no. Leg drop. Oh, my God.
Triple jump into a leg drop.
Sabu in control here. Still got a fully set up, unharmed table out there,
Boot to the face.
which I would assume could still be used.
The matchup is taken on both athletes, both the challenger Sabu and the champion Rob Van Dam. Sabu flicks the knee. Van Dam luckily was holding out of the top rope. The knee really didn't buckle. Move to the midsection.
Ian, I don't think fans cried when Cena lost. I think fans cried when he won. That was my experience with wrestling fans back in Cena's heyday.
Monkey flip. Sabu lands small of his back hits the steel chair.
Never been a fan of the monkey flip, but always been a fan of Rolling Thunder.
Nonchalant cover. It doesn't get any closer than that. Van Dam misses. Misses again. Sabu does not. Again, Sabu goes after the knee of Van Dam.
I don't know. I like that move from Sabu. It didn't come off well that time, but normally when he does that, I do enjoy it. Up, here we go. No, you got to go top rope, buddy. Got to go top rope, buddy. There you go, Sabu. It's
Sabu now without the
just up, and you broke the table. Nice job. He threw the table in the ring. The table is now broken. Sabu now sees that it's broken and thinks it's still going to work. Nope. This match is a fucking disaster.
Van Dam with a side kick. Sabu collapses the table.
This is one of the worst Rob Van Dam matches I've ever seen. Like, it's shit. This whole match is shit. Everything they're doing is they're fucking up everything.
Leg drop. One impact. Rob Van Dam rolls.
I mean, it's not necessarily the wrestling. It just happens to be all these spots that they're trying are just not where I'll get another table. Like, Rob Van Dam wants to make it right. But these pre-gimmick tables are already so flimsy.
And now it's Van Dam throwing a table into the ring.
He just made some sort of comment about trying it again. I don't know what Rob Van Dam said. I think he said, like, maybe this time or something. Yay, real table. Sabu's dumbass threw it in there and he broke it. I hope the table breaks again. I think it would just be funny. Break one more time.
Sabu missed.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Frog splash.
Side kick. Ray Sabu.
I think the fans want Sabu to do something.
Chair between the eyes. Van Dam checking the direction of the wind.
Uh-oh.
Wasting time. Sabu
There you go. Just bump through it. Nope.
back down. Sabu all the way up top.
Frog splash through the table. Kick out.
Sabu kicks out at two.
Alfonso jumped all the way in the ring.
Formation of the frog splash through the table.
Yeah, I kind of didn't consider. I didn't really look up the reviews on this show. I didn't remember. I was just thinking that it might be fun to do a Wrestlepalooza since yesterday we watched Wrestlepalooza. Kind of like a last minute decision. So I'm glad we got this one in. But it does kind of suck that if we're never going to watch an ECW pay-per-view and we rarely do. We should at least watch the good ones. So next time we watch an ECW pay-per-view, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to have you guys let us know which one the best one is.
Slingshot somersault leg drop. Van Dam takes a boot in the nose.
I feel like Straw Hat Kids got ripped off now.
Herman suplex for the bridge.
There's a bad pay-per-view in Marietta.
Counts are getting closer and closer to the fatal three. Sabu gets
How long is this match? Oh,
saw next Van Dam's coup de grace. Things should be all for Sabu. Van Dam should walk out of WrestlePalooza.
now. Arabian Press landed horribly. Oh, there's the bell for the time limit. Okay. I was about to say, I'm like, how long is this fucking match? It's got to be 30 minutes plus. But yeah, there must have been a 30-minute time limit.
Timekeeper Rocky Luciano rang the bell.
Two injuries on the same night on a monkey flip in October of 2000. Thanks for that stat, Fox Star. I remember the Johnny the Bull one.
Referee Jeff Jones is going to render a decision.
We want more.
We know that Alfonso greased the palm. It's a draw.
It's a draw.
We got a 30-minute time limit draw.
Oh, man, what a jip. Speaking of RVD, since he's right here. Five more minutes they want.
And these two are still fighting over that belt, but Rob Van Dam will leave WrestlePalooza 98 still the World Television Champion.
He took the belt and ran. Victor, I'm hoping the WWE library comes right here to YouTube. That would make everything the easiest. Just put it on those vault channels. Make an ECW, WCW, and WWE vault, and then make a vault for everything else. And just upload like crazy.
I understand. You got the franchise, Shane Douglas.
One report I remember reading a couple weeks ago, we talked about it in one of the podcasts. I'm pretty sure it was a report by Fightful Select, where they had said, YouTube, all of the footage is uploaded to the back end for copyright recognition purposes and stuff. So it feels like it would be easy to put it all up on YouTube. Might be our best chance of getting the most content instead of having to wait for it to appear in chunks.
Infected sinuses. Every single doctor I've seen, 5 specialists have told me and given me their advice to not step in the ring tonight. Right, Al Snow. About 15 or 16 years ago, 2 young boys entered a sport, hoping one day to be the world heavyweight champion. One of us has fulfilled that dream. The other one of us has a burning desire to fulfill that dream.
And during this time too, I'm still not really sure. I'm pretty sure during all this time, Al Snow was under contract to WWE. I think they sent him there to ECW, and then he came back. Once they got him over, and he had the head gimmick, he came back.
He proves it time and again. When I walked down that aisle tonight, Al Snow, you may kick me from pillar to post. You can go after my arm. I don't expect you to go easy on me, Al Snow. And I'll tell you this, goddammit. You're gonna take this from me. You're gonna have to kill me for it. Because my destiny and this company's destiny lie together. So now, Al Snow,
Let's go to the ring. Let's find out who's the better man. Because win or lose, after I walk down the aisle, I may not be the world's heavyweight champion, but I will forever, in this history, this sport will know me as a fighting champion.
And he's going to head to WCW too. When does Shane head over there? It's got to be around the same time. We just said Bam Bam too, actually. So it's going to be Mikey Shitbrick, Sandman, Bam Bam, and Shane are all going to go over there. Probably within just a matter of months, right? Terry Funk. Check out that plastic. There's another bag over the head. Oof, Heatwave 96. Oh my God. That was so crazy. Hey, buddy. Finally awake, Tito. I don't think Tito's too enamored with Wrestlepalooza either. His world is about to be rocked in 2 days, and he has no idea. No clue. Dad, what are we doing? What's happening? What are we doing? Dad? Yeah, I can already hear him. He's never gone, like, he's been in this house for 5 years. He never left. I never took him to the vet. Nothing. He just sat in here. So he's... Last time he's been in a car is when we moved into this house, when I drove him over here, so... I bought him a whole new cat carrier and everything, a big one, so he has room in there. I love those heads, man, those styrofoam-ass heads. What is it? Is it related to this? Is it related to the heads in Al Snow, or am I thinking of some science experiment? Is there a wrestling story that exists about somebody taking the styrofoam head and then checking it on an airplane, and then when you're up at that altitude, the pressure changes, so when they got the bag back, the head had shrunk because all the air got taken out of it? Or is that some other thing I'm thinking of?
It's almost my entire adult life I have dedicated to this moment, to this night. Working to get to this time. To my
Al, you're a terrible promo.
my day in the sun. For years, I've been held back. For years, I've been frustrated. For years, I've had fate play against me. I've left the territory when I should have stayed. I've been hired by a guy who got fired. Where you, on the other hand, with good looks, you were Mr. Mark.
I got hired by a guy who got fired. Who's he talking about?
I'm not begrudging. You're a talented guy. You got what you got.
He came into WWE in 90...
Get those breaks. 16 years, Shane.
6.
Up and down the highways, back and forth.
Who would have hired him? JJ?
From next to nothing and nothing. For no other reason than for tonight. For tonight,
But JJ didn't get fired. I think JJ just went back to WCW.
I have sacrificed
Unless he's talking about Jim Ross, who got fired a bunch of times.
For tonight. And tonight is my night, Shane.
He might be talking about Jim Ross.
It is. Whether you think this promotion is yours or not, doesn't matter. Because tonight, you can't change it. Oh, I know what everybody's saying. I know what you've been saying. You know, if I win, which I will, won't you? They're saying, oh, Al only beat because he had a broken arm. Because he had a fractured cheekbone, broken palate. Shane, I beat you the last week.
Shane Douglas reminds you of Biff Tannen. He kind of does.
Instead of me hearing that sound next to my ear, you know. And tonight, Shane, you can hear me. Because I really don't care. I really don't give a damn if your arm,
I really don't care. I really don't give a damn.
your legs crippled. I really don't care how I beat you. I don't care anymore. All I care about is the fact that tonight is my night. Tonight I'm going
What song is that from?
to change.
Bobby Brown? Is Al Snow quoting Bobby Brown?
Fates are going to be on my side instead of against me. And you know why else I think I'm going to win? I think why I know I'm going to win? I'll tell you, shit.
Every little step.
Because
Every little step I take. Shout out to Bobby Brown, man. Shout out to Every Little Step by Bobby Brown. Look at them heads in the crowd. That's actually a great visual. Poor Francine's got to duck the head. Thousands of people trying to give Francine head at once. Well, Francine, if any fans out there lack imagination, Francine's got you covered. Look at that. That is so cool looking. Look how over he is. Like, this is what they should have done in WWE. Imagine this, but 20,000 people. But instead of it, what does everybody want? And it was just so dumb. The beginning of the era of Al Snow. I love it. Sure. Yeah, you're talking Georgia, too. I'm sure none of them fans have gotten head ever. But they all got head tonight. That's for sure. Head for everyone. Very cool. Such bland gear on him. He's basically wearing, remember when the Big Show, when Big Show was in Jericho? That's what Al Snow's wearing. He's wearing Big Show Jericho gear. Our head's going to be flying into this ring all throughout the match.
This match is slated for one fall with a 1-hour time limit. It is for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. At this time, the challenger from Lima, Ohio, weighing in tonight at 200.
Oh, yeah. So I guess, yeah, because Al has been there for a while already. So he's about to go back to WWE because he has a match the next month at King of the Ring. So, yeah, he's going to be back on TV soon, I guess in 2 weeks, according to Fox Star. Francine. Look at that sign. Hey, Francine, my hands, your ass. I don't know why I read that in Austin voice, but it sounds like something he'd say. on one of the, oh, it's so sad. Normally when I make a reference like this, I'd point to back here where the video would probably be somewhere. And one of them Stone Cold tapes, there's a clip of him stunning Ken Shamrock. And he just goes, and by the way, Ken Shamrock, most dangerous man in the world, my ass. So great. Almost 30 years ago now. Insane.
It's a big mistake.
Chris Cray, thanks for that $5, my friend. Random question: you ever smoke cigarettes? I remember your story about trying dip. Nope, never smoked cigarettes. Never liked them. I mean, when I was a kid, I tried one. You know, at 16 or 17, whatever the fuck it was, and never liked it. Just didn't like it. Never thought it was something I could get hooked on. I didn't care how cool it made you look. And yeah, I tried like dip like one time too, and I quickly learned that tobacco was just not going to be for me. Which is good because my grandfather had emphysema. He died of that. My dad, my biological dad, who passed away years ago, he had it too. Chronic COPD, all that stuff, just all effects from smoking. Smoked his whole life. So I've always been very turned off by smoking cigarettes. Never have. Nicotine and caffeine have never really been my thing. I don't drink coffee either. I've like never had a cup of coffee in my life. Never smoked a cigarette, never drank coffee. And I'm a happier man for it.
Win or lose, this matchup defines the career of the franchise Shane Douglas. Douglas trying to use the elbow as a weapon.
Off Leather Wings, I didn't answer that super chat earlier from you either, and I'm sorry that I got distracted there. And thank you for that $4.99 earlier. I've been bored with modern wrestling, so I've been digging into 90s Japan. Back then, were you familiar with Misawa, Kobashi, Muda, Hayabusa, and others? Yes, fairly, because I mostly magazines in the early 90s, but later 90s tape trading. And I went after a lot of that, like Austin ECW stuff. Calgary Stampede was another one. I wanted to get all of like the Hart family members, like before they made it big. I wanted to get all that footage. Specifically like Owen and Brett, all the stuff they did in Stampede, and also a lot of Japan shit. And some of that stuff was on there. Also had a lot of death matches and things that I would just randomly get my hands on that I really liked. But I wouldn't call myself like a Japanese wrestling scholar by any means, but I know the major players. And I used to love staying up late, popping one of them tapes in the VCR, turning the lights off in my living room. What a nerd. 2 o'clock in the morning, watching just random ass matches from Japan from 10 years earlier. It was awesome. Them heads are everywhere. So I guess they gave these heads out because we didn't see any of these heads prior to this match. So they were all passed out. Fans were throwing them. I'd want to keep my head. If Paul Heyman gave me head, I'd want to cherish it, you know? Wait a minute. You know what I mean. Damn, Dean Douglas. You're not going to make any little substitute teachers. Oh, shit. I'm missing them everywhere. My bad, Fox Star. How rude of me. Well, let me go find it. You did, too. I remember when it came in. And I told myself, answer that. And then I done never did it. There we go. Here's our master list here. All right, Colin Wright, I got your Thunder Kiss earlier, and I did miss that one. $20 way earlier from Fox Star Killer. Sorry about that, bro. Just got home from a swapped short shift at work, and I'm only just now synced up properly to the timer. This is actually one of the shows that's part of your 95 through 05 viewing project, currently on Starcade 96. All right, so you're up to what? Piper and Hogan. Fun shit. Oh, those are crazy times. Yeah, thanks for the update. Sorry I missed that one earlier. Thank you for the very generous $20 drop there, buddy. I appreciate it, and I'm sorry for missing that.
Because he's not getting this title shot. Because he's miserable. He's going to make everyone else miserable and try to ruin the pay-per-view.
I missed that one from Juliet earlier, too, that's letting us know Kylie Ray is pregnant with her second child. Well, good for Kylie Ray. She's sketchy to me. But I'm really happy for her. I hope she's in a good place, and I hope her life is a good one.
You can see Douglas shaking that right arm, trying to keep the blood circulating. Looks like the arm is wrapped pretty tight.
Better late than never. I got to it.
Cut off the circulation, that arm will go numb.
Oh, did I miss the "She's Got Herpes" chant? Yeah, that's common amongst fans back then. It was always "She's got herpes, show your tits, she's a hoe." Fans are just ridiculous. I went to a lot of those Attitude Era shows, and it just cracks me up some of the shit the men would chant. And I can't sit here and pretend that I didn't partake in those chants. You know, it's just like, what were we doing?
Everything he's getting. You saw what he did to Pitbull 1 Gary Wolf, broke the man's neck, then grabbed him by a surgically implanted halo and threw him down.
Like, people just going so nuts for Sable, you know, in a bikini. I'm like, you never seen tits before? Like, what the fuck? Like, she got the biggest pops of the night.
The champion hammering the phenomenon that is Al Snow.
I mean, they had every single pay-per-view. They had to run one of those bikini contests. Like, so frequently on TV, you had to run that shit for ratings and stuff.
Dangerously when he hit the World Heavyweight Champion in the center of the ring. Inverted atomic drop. Al Snow back into the corner. Douglas trying to use that right hand. Punching and chopping, not getting a whole lot behind it. Douglas really can't bend his right elbow. Can't fully extend the arm to snap a good punch. To follow through on a knife edge.
Yikes. Powerbomb.
The franchise trying to destroy the kidneys of Al Snow, powerbombing him across two steel chairs. Cover hook the leg. Could this be all two? No.
Two. Everybody's got two heads and they're banging them together.
Snow's up to the right.
Nice. Nice did it.
So into the DDT. Could this be all? Could we be looking at a new World Heavyweight Champion Al Snow? Can Al Snow count?
Since I forgot all the super chats, I think I forgot to ask everybody to smash the thumbs up button one final time in our final video here in this house. Give it a final like for the studio.
Finish off the franchise. Hooking clothesline with a twice. Al Snow had the franchise up for the snowplow. His finisher. In comes Candido, a member of the Triple Threat, to save the franchise. He did save the franchise. Snow is going to finish off Shane
Oh.
with the snowplow.
Candido and Bam Bam already disposed of. And, oh. I thought the belly to belly was actually the finish. Al Snow kicked out of the belly to belly suplex? Well, it appears so, Joey Styles. What is Al doing? Okay. Wow, moonsault to Bam Bam and Candido. 16-6. Thank you for that update, Chiefs Giants. I might watch a little bit of the TV tonight. Probably not, but yeah, I got to take it down. Shit, I think another show your tits chant from the very classy Marietta, Georgia crowd. Oh, yeah, the whole locker room's out there. The era of Al Snow in the head. Could you imagine that? I was like, please don't let that be the finish. Who are all these people? Oh, it's the locker room. Is that Heyman out there too? Who is the locker room rooting for? I don't get it. Oh my God, snowplow to add to Francine. Yep, Candido gets head. Bam Bam, you want some head? Up, Axel Rotten stopping Bam Bam. Oh God, this is the worst match I've ever seen. Please let that be the finish. Yeah, good. Thank God. Everybody's throwing their heads. It would probably still hurt to get hit with those. They're raining heads. I see fans throw. I'm trying to see them throw them. Terrible finish. Terrible sunset flip attempt. Not a great pay-per-view overall, but one that I thought would be fun. Let's do a Wrestlepalooza. 2-day Wrestlepalooza. Why are they picking up Al Snow? Oh, it's Al Snow's goodbye. That's the great moment in ECW history, huh? I mean, it's okay, but... And that was Al saying, okay, I got sent down here. I got over. I'm heading back. Luckily, I don't have to be Leaf Cassidy when I get there. Or Avatar. Or who else was he? He was somebody else, too. All right. That is a wrap. Right on. Well, thanks for hanging out. One final night here. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this, but since we had the opportunity... I thought we would do, we would do one more final live stream here before I get up on out of here on Tuesday morning. So I want to thank you for a great 5 years here on this channel. Like I said earlier, just bear with me the next week. I'm probably going to take a week off, and I expect the next time I'll be up here might be like a week from tomorrow night for like a Raw review, but maybe a week from tonight. Maybe I can get up and get a watch along ready, but it just depends. We got a very busy week, even though we're moving out of this giant house. We still have to clean this giant house, and we have until next Tuesday, a week from now, over a week from now, to get it cleaned up and pass it back to the landlord. So it depends on how my work schedule goes with that, with moving in, all that kind of stuff. But I kind of decided I need to take a week break either way from YouTube to get all of that done. But if I can scramble together a watch along for this coming Sunday, we will do one. And maybe I'll see you. Maybe I won't. But either way, expect a couple of YouTube shorts from me, because on Wednesday, Tony Khan apparently has got some announcement on Dynamite. So whatever that turns out to be, I'll film something on my phone and at least hit you with that. So in the meantime, just stay tuned and follow my social media. And I'll be posting updates on YouTube as I go. And thanks again for all your support and for hanging out tonight. Love you guys a lot. And soon you will see me in an entire new setup as we say goodbye and we sign off for the final time. Maybe it's not as sad for you guys, but it's sad for me. This was a great place to broadcast my shows from. It was a lot of fun in here. 5 years. And it was great. Thanks, guys, to everyone. Appreciate it. And I'll be talking to you real soon. Peace.